Hey friends, welcome back to week 4 of my side hustle series. This is the big one. There's a lot covered today. The website has gone live and the orders have started coming in. I had a holiday open house home show and I have tallied the numbers. So we've got a lot to cover today. So get a snack, something to drink, put on some stretchy pants and sit back and enjoy a little me time. You time, not me time, you time. You time while watching me, you know. Friends, this last week my website went live and it was really exciting. It was super fun to watch the sales coming in. I have to say that was a pretty good feeling. So thank you to everyone who has ordered something. And I'm gonna go ahead and pack up one of the orders while I chat with you guys. I have a couple things that I want to get, like I want to get some custom packing tape, you know, cute things like that. But for now, we'll just deal with what we've got. For anyone who is starting out and wanting to do online sales, I did Shopify, and this is not sponsored by Shopify, but I have to say it was very user-friendly. And I have not done any website building in a while, and I've never done an online store, so it was a bit of a learning curve. I was tempted at first to do one of the paid templates, but then everything that I read said just to use Dawn, so that's what I did. And I used the free Dawn template, which I like free, so that is good. My first order is an I Swear mug. So these are all of the non-curse words that my mom always says. She still says them. I've never shipped a mug before, so we're gonna make sure that this is very secure. I don't want anything to happen to this order. Now, for those of you who had a chance to get on to my website and look at it, I would love some feedback, like what you thought, some products that you wish that I offered maybe, how easy was it to use, all that type of thing. So let me know what y'all thought. There were a few items that sold out. I'm working on getting those remade and replenished. Have you guys ever seen this honeycomb paper? Like you pull it like this, and then it gives this great, it's like that great honeycomb texture, so it protects your items a little bit better. It's really cool. I know this is probably overkill, but I really wanted this to arrive safe and sound. So we've got one I Swear mug, and then she ordered, oh, one of my favorites. She ordered the Because Pins pouch. I love this pouch so much. And she ordered a Good Golly Shop vinyl stone logo sticker. She ordered one of these. And she ordered one of my Lola stickers. Lovely Lola. There's my beautiful Lola. Oh, I have one extra little happy. So get a little, enjoy a little me time sticker, and then it's got my info on the back. So I'll put that in there, fold this up, make it all pretty. And then I'm gonna secure this with one of my little thanks friend stickers. And now this is ready to go. Okay, so now I've just gotta print a label for this and get it in the mail. And this is what heading to one very special lady. Y'all, I just went on the hunt for my packing tape and I'm out of breath. I went and I found it in my car and I was so excited. And then I went on a quest to find an envelope. And that quest took me all over the place. And I finally gave up and was like, you know what? I'm just gonna use one of the small boxes. Then I realized at some point in that quest, I set this down. This brain of mine, it just, It doesn't work so well. That's okay. Sometimes it's great. Other times it's not. In the Quest though, I found my fragile stickers. So yay, I guess. It's really, really frustrating. But oh well, what are you gonna do? Fragile. Please handle with care. Fragile. I don't know if these help, but it makes me feel better. Oh, and then we've got to talk about the home show. So the home show ended up being a huge success. I was kind of surprised because I had to reschedule the original one because of Helene. Just wasn't sure that anyone was going to come. You know, people just, with the election and just, I don't know, everything that's happened with the hurricane, I just didn't know if anybody was actually going to come. I had so many people show up. Home shows are great because you're reaching a whole different group of people. I invited some people to this, but then also where we had the home show, like the whole neighborhood kind of showed up. And so it really was great because I was actually getting to introduce my products to a completely different group of people. Also during the home show, one of the girls that came approached me about doing a holiday market that she was hosting one town away. I'm scheduled to do that in a few weeks, which is really amazing. One thing that I'm gonna have to do is get a label printer. Printing these out on my printer is just not gonna cut it. Like, it's just not gonna work. So what do y'all recommend? Do you have a label printer that you like? If so, let me know. Okay, now let's get to the numbers. I know that's what you guys are really here for. So when I started this side hustle series, the big question was, can sublimation make me money? Was this going to be a viable side hustle? So now we're gonna look at all my research. So first, let's look at what sold. And the first categories I have are the collections that I created. So the one thing I wanted to know was not just like what products sold or if I could sell a lot. I wanted to know what collections were more people drawn to. Obviously this may or may not be useful to you, but it's essential for me in knowing what do you guys like. And if you guys have been to my website, let me know which collections were your favorite because that is good information for me. I need this information. So if you look at my little chart here, you'll see that Go Outside is the most popular. Next is I Swear, which is my collection based on my mother's non-curse word curse words that she said when I was growing up. My Bryson City line, and then goes to She's Crafty, Good Golly Merch, the Chili Cook-Off, and Custom. I only had one custom order that was placed and has been paid for. I have had quite a few inquiries into custom orders. For example, the yard where the business where the Chili Cook-Off was held, they want to talk to me about creating merch for them. And although that's amazing and potentially a great way to make money, it's not going, if I don't have the money in my hand, I'm not counting it towards the numbers for this series. Same thing with, I had a girl reach out to me and asked if I had seen the article that Southern Living did about home logos, which they're saying monograms are a thing of the past. Now people are gonna be using home logos, which by the way, if you haven't seen it, you need to look into that. And she asked if it's something I could do. And I said, of course I can. So I'm gonna be designing a home logo for her and then creating custom products for her to have in her home, which is gonna be super cute. But again, that is in the works. I'm working on the designs right now, so money has not been exchanged yet, so it's not counted. This was very good information for me. It let me know what I should be making more of and what my shoppers are interested in. Now, which products were the most popular? This one is definitely going to be important information. Now, it depends on the craft fairs, it depends on where you're selling, it depends on where you live, and I know all of that, but this is what I found in doing this research. The coasters, my round coasters, are by far my biggest seller, which was a shock to me. I was really surprised that so many people were grabbing coasters, and they grabbed them as gifts, and I don't know if it was the $8 price point was something that they really liked, or if they just liked being able to pick up one of the cute little designs in a cheaper price point. But man, those coasters flew off the shelves. People loved them. Stickers were big, but stickers, my stickers are so cheap that they didn't really add much like to our total, like their total cost sold. but they're a great add-on. I found that people would grab a sticker. They would grab a mug and they'd be like, oh yeah, and throw in a sticker. Like stickers were a great add-on. And so even though they were only like $2.50 or $3.50, you know, you get that added to each sale and it's kind of nice. And it's free marketing. My name is everywhere with my stickers. And a lot of the stickers that sold were actually my merch. So that was good. The mugs sold really well. Everybody loves a good mug. The tote bags and the ornaments, I honestly thought would sell more than they did. But in the defense of the ornaments, I was doing this in the beginning of October, September, beginning of October. So I get it. Like, people weren't quite ready to buy ornaments. When I did my home show, which was the last thing that I did, the ornaments were doing a whole lot better. Those sold better there than they did at any of the other places. So, but you can look at this and kind of get an idea. Some of the things that I added on that I thought would do really well didn't. So that was interesting for me to see. But this was some good info for me. And it's definitely going to help me see where I need to be investing in my business. All right, now's the moment of truth. Show me the money. First, we're going to talk about how much all of this costs. I've broken this down into two different categories. First are machines and tools, things that you don't consume, things that you can reuse over and over and over again. So for example, the sublimation printer, the heat press, the tumbler press, the tumbler cradle that I used, the tape dispenser, all of those types of things that I can continue to use over and over again. Those items cost $1,474.96. Now, that may seem like a big number, and yes, that is a big chunk of change. But when you think about how much it costs to invest in a business, that number is actually pretty low. Like, I just think about the cost of my camera and lens in order to have a photography business. That was ridiculous. I mean, I paid so much money. I paid like $5,000 for my camera and lens just to start off with my photography business. So that number in comparison is not bad. The next number are the blanks and the consumables, the things you're going to use up. This is where it can differ. And you guys don't even have to start with everything that I got. You could get the sublimation printer and you could get the heat press. And then once you earn some money, then add on to it and get the tumbler press. So you don't have to go all in the beginning. And also with the blanks, you could go with the cheaper blanks until you get comfortable, especially until you get comfortable printing, because you do not want to waste, trust me, you do not want to start with tumblers and end up making mistakes on tumblers, because those things can be pricey. Blanks and consumables is also going to vary, and you guys just have to choose what items you would like to sell. And for me, that total was $373.32. Now, that brought the total investment, but remember, I did this as a collaboration with Craft Express. So Craft Express actually gifted me all of these products for me to try this little side hustle series. So the total investment is $1,848.28. All right, now the part that you really want to know. How much did I sell? Before I tell you how much I sold, I do have to say a little disclaimer here. The number, I have to be honest, is higher than I thought I would have, but it's not as high as when I started this whole project as I wanted it to be. If I had done this in the summer here, I would have made so much money. I would have made so much money. Or even if this had been a typical fall and we hadn't had Hurricane Helene come through and shut down our town and cut off my power, my cell service. I mean, we had no food in our grocery stores, no gas at our gas stations, and all roads going to town were basically closed. We had no tourists coming in. So, all that, and we're in the middle of an election year. Like, all of that, I have to say, I was impressed. I sold $726 worth of items. I think if I had started my online store at the beginning of the project, I think I could have made that number a whole lot higher. I did the art walk and the home show and the online store. Like, I almost wanted to see how much could I make in a comparable amount of time. So the amount that I've shared for my online sales, that is from that's the amount that I made in one day. Because that's what my art market was one day. My chili cook-off was one day. The home show was one day. So the sales for my online store are one day. So when you think of it that way, $726 is not bad. And I still have a ton of blanks that I can be creating. So I still have potential earnings still here. Like I don't have to actually add more money to this for my next sale. I'm gonna keep going. And I'm gonna keep you guys updated, let you know how it's going. I have more designs coming. There's gonna be so much happening. I've got holiday designs for my online shop. I've got additional products that I have found that I can't wait to print on. I've got additional things up my sleeve that are coming that I think you guys are gonna like. So I'm really excited. I think this is fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed all of this. Let me know if you, one, if you do sublimation, and two, if this is a side hustle that you think you might like to get into. Well, guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me, for going along with this whole series. I'll have the other 3 videos linked in the description, along with where I got everything. A big thank you to Craft Express for sponsoring this entire series. This was so much fun. I had a blast. I love this, and well, now I'm hooked on sublimation, so I can't wait to make more. All right, guys, I gotta get back in there and do some more sublimating. Be sure to subscribe because next week I'm gonna be taking you along. I'm redoing my craft room. I'm converting my basement into my new craft space, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be amazing. So guys, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to have yourself a little me time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.